All right, let me start over. Chris, I love you, and you are my best friend, and thank you for letting me use your house to record.
Where's my
But
neck?
you need to get
I
closer.
have no neck. No. I have no chin.
Hey, Hunter, how you doing, man?
Tim says, "Hey, Hunter, how you doing, man?"
Show
He
us
said-
them gams.
I don't know what that means.
Is he gaming next to you?
His legs.
No, he is watching YouTube
Ooh, fun.
quietly.
What does he watch?
I
I
want
want to
to
know.
see those legs.
He's currently watching
like the
weird,
parents
funny
from Cow and
videos.
Chicken.
Weird, funny videos.
Chris, stop speaking.
He was to see what you see, Harley.
No, I don't want that.
That's what it sounds like.
Canceled.
No, we were just talking about his legs
kinda-
last time. Remember, he was just gonna come in and just like be legs.
Oh, that's right. We
On the
do
podcast?
need
Yeah.
we do need a Hunter leg cameo.
Hunter, we need your leg.
Just
We
one of
need a
them.
Hunter leg cameo.
At least
Put it up
one.
there. Just put it up there like
One
this.
will do.
Like this.
He has the cat sitting on him right now, though.
Oh no, he
Well,
can't move then.
Wow. Damn
Yeah,
it.
it's valid.
He's stuck there forever.
Can we get an arm?
Remember last time when you had like helped me with the blanket and your legs were like in the bottom of the camera? It's like Hunter leg cameo.
That's all we want.
That's all the people want.
No, just let. Oh.
There's a cat.
Hey.
That's not the
black.
same.
It's not the same. The cat was about to
Oh,
attack
that's
Harley.
better.
The
about
cat
to
mad at
die.
Hunter was about to kill Harley.
Huh?
It's like I'm mad at Hunter, but
Just,
I'll
like,
take it
lift
out
your
on
foot
anyone.
up or something.
Come on, man. Let's see that
No,
leg.
we don't want feet. We want leg.
They want leg. They don't want foot.
Show us that ankle.
Hey, look at that. Get what the people want.
This is the Always More podcast.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Bibbidi bobbidi zoobidi zabbidi. Welcome to the Always More podcast, where we believe there is always more room at the table for honest questions, meaningful conversations, and deeper understanding. So we got a pod for you today, the whole shindig. We're gonna be talking about some Italians, as you could tell. Did a little snippet there for you. The 2024 eclipse, big deal. Trading lives, corpse trials, and so much more. Because that, what else? What else do we talk about? Everything. We're yappers, if you will. If you didn't know,
Oh, what happened?
Jesus Christ.
if you didn't know, I'm your host, Harley Bean, and sitting in a completely different state than me are all of my wonderful co-hosts. So we will start with who's the oldest? Is it Justin?
Justin.
It's definitely me.
Okay, oldest to youngest. Go ahead. Take it away.
The way you introduce the host every time you do this is so weird.
It's different every time. I keep everybody on their toes.
I like
Okay?
it.
Well,
Thank you.
hi. I'm Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like caught off guard. I haven't done a podcast where Harley's hosting. I wasn't ready for it.
Sorry.
I'm.
throw
Oh
you
yeah,
for
he
a
wasn't
loop.
there at the last
She'll
one.
throw
No.
you for a loop every time, but
I
you just
know.
got to be prepared to roll
Just
with
be
it.
ready for it, bro.
I was not.
I'm Tim. Hello.
Hi, Tim.
Hi,
Hey, buddy.
Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi,
Hi, number one.
Barbie.
Sorry, it's me next, I guess. Hi, I'm Chris.
This is gonna be one of
Hi,
those.
Chris.
Hey, guys. I thought we were like doing like, hey, introduce yourself and then say a weird fact.
They know us. They know us so well, Chris.
Dude, how well
Probably
do they
too
know
well.
us? Because we can let them get to know us a lot more.
We haven't done deconstruction with
That's
Justin
a bad
yet.
idea.
All right.
We
well,
don't have
moving-
enough time in this episode for that.
Moving on from there.
Well, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And let's do our first segment, which is Rick and Rev. Major
Yeah.
Slay. This is the part of the podcast where we talk about things that we recommend and or reviewed. So, Justin, you're first.
All right. So, this week I have been taking a trip to the past to 1995.
Get it?
Hey, good year.
And I've been watching Gundam Wing.
Yeah, you have.
Gundam Wing is what brought Gundam, giant robots, to the U.S. back in
It
the
popularized
90s.
the mecha anime.
Well, over here. But yeah,
Here,
Gundam
in
Wing
the
is
U.S.
like,
yes.
I don't know, 5th Gundam series? 4th or 5th. But yeah, it's a classic. Definitely feels a little bit dated, but the animation's great. It was the last one that was like hand shaded before they moved to computers for all their shading,
Mm-hmm.
like all modern anime. So it's got some classic look. It's held up pretty well so far. Some of the dialogue is weird.
Especially if you watch it in English.
Yeah, which I am not because it's real weird in English.
It's real weird in English. You gotta watch it
by
in
weird-
Japanese with the subs.
By weird, I mean bad. It's bad. It's bad. They didn't put any money into that back then.
No, voice acting
yeah.
was not a thing in America.
But yeah, there's something nostalgic about it. I don't know. I highly recommend it. If you don't like giant robots, don't watch it because you'll hate it.
Which
But
one's
if you
your
love giant
favorite?
robots,
First of all,
Which-
who's your favorite pilot, and then who is your favorite Gundam?
are we sticking to just Gundam
Just
Wing?
Gundam
Or
Wing. Just Gundam
okay.
Wing.
All right. If we're sticking to just Gundam Wing, I'm gonna be lame and I'm gonna say Hero.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Hiro
Yeah,
Yui.
good choice.
No, bad choice.
I don't know anything.
Bad choice. The correct answer is Duo Maxwell.
Yeah, duh.
I do enjoy Duo.
Come on.
It's my turn.
Yeah, go
Yes.
for it, Tim.
All right. Mine is a movie about some Italians. It is called.
Bibbidi bobbidi. Sorry, that's probably really offensive. Probably shouldn't be doing that.
I don't know, man. That's the only Italian we have here.
Tim, are you offended?
I'm not that. I mean, I'm not that Italian.
Honestly, it makes me think of Bill Cosby. So
Oh.
So even worse.
Yep. I'm never gonna do that again.
The pudding pops.
I forever ruined that for Harley.
Too soon. Too
Yeah.
soon.
I'm just gonna do it in silence and just
There you go.
with my hand the whole time.
My recommendation is a movie called Ferrari. It is a biopic of the automotive mogul Enzo Ferrari, whose family redefined the idea of the high-powered Italian sports car and practically spawned the concept of Formula One racing. So I enjoyed the movie to an extent. The movie, I was expecting more of like a true biopic where it really details a lot of his life, and it did a little bit. But it really detailed around the 56, not even Le Mans. It was a different race, but basically kind of helped save his company, which was fine. But I was expecting something kind of like Ford versus Ferrari movie
I was
with
gonna
Matt
ask,
Damon.
Was this like a prequel to Ford versus Ferrari?
It's before and after, just the way it kind of set up. So
Fun fact. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this, but movies like Napoleon are 100% prequels to movies like Ford versus Ferrari.
what do you mean?
Why are you the
Napoleon
way that you
happened,
are?
and then Ford versus Ferrari happened. They're prequels.
So okay. Yeah. Okay. Buddy.
What?
Any biopic that happened in the past is a direct
I
prequel
see what you're saying.
to any biopic that happens moving forward
Sure.
from that point,
It's a very weird way of looking at it, but yes, you are technically correct.
I mean, I
which
guess
is the
that's
best
just
kind
history.
of correct.
Anyways, Adam Driver was Enzo Ferrari, and he did fantastic. Those were the main reasons why I watched this film. But it is cool, kind of cool. I've never been into F1. I've never been into any kind of NASCAR or anything like that. But just to see the history of vehicles and the history of racing is fascinating to me. So I really loved Ford versus Ferrari, and I enjoyed Ferrari for the sense of just seeing the background with Enzo and his family, and is kind of sad, but it is definitely if you're like history as well, it's definitely kind of enlightening. So if you like a good Formula One racing movie, this is definitely part of that. But if you're also just looking for a good history flick, this is one of those as well. So Ferrari.
Cool. I saw the trailer for that a while ago, and I was like, oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
But didn't get around to watching it. I also have a question, because there's a lot of biopics that are coming out recently and in the future, and so on and so forth. I thought it was pronounced biopic, but not that like enunciated, of course. But like, am I going crazy? I feel it's always how it was pronounced.
Grammatically, it should be biopic, but because it's an abbreviation of biography picture,
Yeah.
it's biopic.
Oh.
It's biography motion picture. So biopic.
Wow. The more you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I feel like I've been going insane.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
how I felt about it first, too. That's why I had to look it up. That's the only reason I could answer your question, because I also was being driven crazy by that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good to know I wasn't alone.
I got
Okay.
you.
Chris, you're actually next.
All right, so mine is actually a 2-for-1. Both of these...
Twofer.
It's a twofer. Both of these are coming out of A1 Studios, and much like
Ooh.
Justin, they are animes.
One of these days, we're just have an anime episode. It's going to happen.
Oh,
at this
please,
point.
God, for the love of God,
Just
please.
let Justin and Chris go wild.
We will have so much fun. Anyways, my first one is probably my favorite take on the magical school genre. It's Mashal, or Mashle. I'm not sure how to pronounce it in English, honestly.
Mashal?
Mashal.
What is magical school?
Okay, so there, like Harry Potter, how he goes to
Yes.
a magic school. There's a whole genre about stuff like that, where characters go to school to learn how to be superheroes or wizards or warlocks or whatever. So it's a genre. My
And this one is
favorite
very,
take,
very Harry Potter-like in terms of the
it's
school
almost
structure.
like they're making fun of Harry Potter with this one. I love it so much. So imagine Harry Potter, like the robes, the houses, the wands, everything.
The sports.
Yeah, they have Quidditch, like everything. But if Harry Potter, being the chosen one, did not have magic, but instead was just so freaking jacked, like ripped, buff, muscular, that he could do what people assumed was magic out of pure strength. Like, instead of being able to fly on a broom, he just kicks his legs really fast
No.
and he hovers there.
This is why I can't get an anime. I just can't.
Like,
I
there's-
can't.
Like the duel scene from Harry Potter where he's standing on the table with Malfoy and he's like, "You ready, Potter?" And he's like, "You wish." And then they go at each other with magic. But instead of going at him with magic, he just throws his freaking wand at the guy and it like lodges itself in the wall after cutting his face. Like, imagine Harry Potter, but the kid has no magic. He's just really buff.
Oh.
All of the hilarity that ensues, it's still like a shonen anime, so like there's action, there's fighting, there's friendship, there's love interest. It's great. But the whole point is he does not have magic in a world where people that don't have magic get killed for not having magic. So he's pretending to have magic, and people are just like, I mean, I guess. Why not? I
He's
can't
doing
do that.
something pretty spectacular.
Yeah, and like the more people that find out, the more people want him dead. But he's just like, what are you going to do? You're either going to kill me or I'm going to keep going. And he just keeps going. He gets into fights with these people that are like, I'm the greatest magic user in the... And then they just get punched in the face. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Wow.
And it sounds super ridiculous because it is, but I feel like the
Yeah.
thing that makes it so good is that there's a lot of anime that's really ridiculous, and it's just like, this is stupid, this is dumb. But this
Yeah.
is dumb and hilarious at the
Exactly.
same time.
It's like One Punch
This
Man.
is dumb
in
and
that
stupid.
It's like One Punch Man, where the concept
Oh,
is
yeah.
stupid, but it makes you laugh. It's good.
Hunter loves that one.
From-
Also, the theme song.
the theme song is the best song on
I
TikTok.
cannot begin
right
to tell
now.
how many times I've walked in
Bring
this
bong
house.
bong, bring
Him
bong
and
bong,
Ellie
bring
have been
bong
singing
bong.
this song.
Bring bong bong, bring bong bong, bring bong bong.
Yeah,
bong.
my girlfriend has banned that song, so that's where we are now.
Ellie does a dance, and it's the cutest thing in the world. I love it
From
so
this
much.
magic one? Or
Yeah, from
Yes.
this one. It's the
Oh.
season 2 of Mashal theme song. Look it up. You'll love it. It's great. It's all I see on TikTok now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
we'll send TikToks. It'll be great.
from that same studio comes a more serious anime called Solo Leveling.
You know, Justin did this like a week ago, right?
You did Solo Leveling a week ago?
2 weeks
Last
ago, but
episode,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well I just finished
Chris.
season 1 of it, and it's great.
Shows how much you pay attention.
I'm sorry, Justin.
You
I
were
apologize.
there.
I was there, and I apologize. I actually no. You know what? It's because of your recommendation that I watched it. Now I'm remembering that.
It's top
You
tier,
were
isn't it?
right. You were right. It's top tier. Love it. It's from the same studio that made Mashal, though. I didn't know if you knew that.
I had no idea. Everything is so very different.
Yeah, it's so wildly different, but it's so great. A1 Studios is putting out a lot of really good quality stuff.
A1, man.
So
Well, I guess this just means there's been 2 recommendations for it, so it must be good.
you have to watch Solo Leveling. It's so good. Like if you're just starting anime, it's a good starter.
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
100%. I'm so ready for season 2, which was announced recently.
Oh.
Yes. They actually
So-
announced that they want to do 6 seasons.
6? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm so pumped. Oh my god, that's gonna be great. Sorry, I
love-
geek out about stuff like that.
I like when there's a plan.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Okay, now let me just do real quick and we shall move on. Mine's a YouTube channel called Watcher, and it's hosted by Shane Madej, Ryan Bergara, and they're basically the ones who used to host BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Hmm.
If you knew anything
Okay.
about that, ever heard of it, whatever. Super popular in like probably 2016, 2017, I think. But then they were like, screw you, BuzzFeed, and they left and then just made their own production.
That seems
Oh.
to be a
Channel.
theme with a lot of like very popular BuzzFeed people. Like they get
Yeah.
super
Pretty much
popular
all of
on
them.
BuzzFeed, and then they're just like, BuzzFeed sucks.
So love for them though. But basically their little bit thing about, if you will, says Watcher is a new production studio that is focused on creating television caliber unscripted series in the digital space. Our shows have a genuine curiosity and earnest exploration to a variety of topics, including food, travel, horror, and everything in between. So basically what they do is like a thing called Mystery File, where one of the hosts will bring like some random topic, and they'll be like whether it is solved or still a mystery. And they kind of just like talk about it, whatever. Another one they do is like it's like a ghost thing. They do like ghost hunting just for shits and gigs. And then Ryan's the one who like really believes in ghosts, while Shane is the one who's like, no, none of this is real. And it's very interesting dynamic, which makes it hilarious. And then they do like other random videos, which is really fun. And if you loved BuzzFeed Unsolved, you'll love this. So
Side note, Harley, have you seen the trans ghost hunters?
mm-mm.
They'll go into like a haunted house or something, and they do the normal ghost hunting thing, but the ghost is almost always homophobic. So just watching the interaction between the trans person and a homophobic ghost has been hilarious to me. I see him on TikTok all the time. It's like,
Sounds about right.
do you like my hair? No. All right, first off, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. You should check that out.
I should know. Okay, that's really it.
Nice.
Fun.
So now we are going to go ahead and skedaddle on into our next topic segment. That's what I meant to say. And I always forget how this one goes.
It's just the audio. It is.
Okay, beautiful. And it is
Things I learned from the internet.
heard that one, by the way.
Oh, did you really?
That's
Only
so
the voice.
weird. Just the voice, not the music.
This is so
Maybe,
bizarre.
maybe it needs a vocal audio to be able to be heard.
That's
How bizarre.
interesting.
How
bizarre.
Bizarre.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
audio?
Justin, you're first.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I assume you guys saw, my note.
Tell us.
Um,
I am dying to know.
Okay. First of all, what do you think that this is going to be?
I'm hoping not like a tragic incident that involved like people dying en masse because of a wild elephant, but that's what I'm envisioning.
I'm imagining like really tiny elephants, like dog-sized elephants.
I hope it's not something inappropriate with elephant.
No. So I
For
saw
our
this news story.
listeners, for our listeners, the note just says Botswana elephants. Question
Yeah.
mark?
Question mark.
Yeah. So I saw the story today where basically Botswana is threatening to send 20,000 elephants to Germany.
Not at all what I thought.
No.
Oh,
They're threatening,
You guys better watch out.
or we will
So-
send you some elephants.
So here's the basic gist of the problem. The problem is, there's lots of conservation efforts when it comes to elephants, which are good. Elephants, are somewhat endangered across the world,
Mhm.
but not in Botswana. And they're like, hey guys, stop limiting hunting. So Germany just put limits on, I believe it's trophy imports from hunting. There's all sorts of like stuff going on across Europe. They also threatened to send 10,000 elephants to London. So there's also that. Basically, the problem that they're having in Botswana is that there are too many elephants. And with people not being allowed to hunt game at the rate that they used to be able to, they're now having a problem, an explosive problem of elephants.
They have a
I,
surplus.
I don't feel like
Yes.
that's a problem. Like, too many
Yeah.
elephants doesn't sound like a thing.
I feel like they just need to like give them to the other African nations.
yeah, that do have a problem with
Right.
no elephants.
Oh, you
The
guys
problem
don't have
is-
elephants? We've got too many. Let's share.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take some of
The
ours.
problem is that in certain places there are more elephants than people, and then it causes problems. They're killing crops. They're killing children by accident.
Yeah.
Children just wander and they just.
Well, I mean, get the
Run over
kids
them.
out for sure, but sometimes people just don't need to be there.
Yeah.
So they actually have
Darwinism.
annual hunting quotas, like that have to be hit to help control the population.
That's what we do with like deer and all of the things.
True.
Hogs.
Hogs.
In Texas for sure.
Yeah, that was weird to me. I had never seen a hog in my life before I moved to Texas,
Mhm.
and I have left Texas, moved back to the Midwest, and
No
I'll
hog.
probably
Haven't
never
seen
see
a
a hog
hog
again.
Look,
No.
I've been deer hunting 3 separate times, never killed a deer. I've been hog hunting twice, and I think I've killed like 8 hogs.
At least, yeah.
Mm.
That's not
I've
true. I've
never-
been hog hunting a lot, but it's way more hogs killed than hunting trips taken.
I've never killed a deer. I don't hunt. I've come close with my cars. Uh,
I've hit a deer
It
before.
counts.
I am like most of my friends have hit a deer or been in a car that's hit a deer.
Yep.
I am just lucky, I guess, but it's gonna happen one of these days. Like it's
For your
destined.
They're
sake, I
gonna
hope
clip
not.
one.
One of
And
these
you're up
days.
north, so they're bigger.
Got elk.
Oh, actually, I take that back. I ran over a deer one morning. It was already dead.
It was just in
It
the
was-
road.
So I was headed to. It was when I still worked at the church. I was headed to the church. I had just picked up our drummer, and it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm driving down the highway. And I remember this distinctly. There was a guy tailgating me with the brightest headlights in the world, and I was real mad. Which
This
is
was
why
in Texas.
this is in Texas,
Oh.
and so it was dark, which is
So
why
he
I
was
missed
in
it
a
between.
truck.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Obviously, it's Texas. I drive a Mazda 3 hatchback, so I'm pretty low to the ground. So the truck's headlights are like
Yeah.
right there.
And they
Uh,
laugh at that. They love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't wait till I got this guy just to run into a tree.
They pay extra for those headlights.
Yeah. So I'm just riding down the road, and then all of a sudden I realize, oh shit, that's a deer. And at that moment, there's a car to my right, and I'm in the left lane, and I was passing this car, and I'm like,
Mm. Yeah.
there is
there's gonna be
nothing I can
impact.
do. I slowed down.
You're actually
I
supposed to speed up, fun fact.
Mhm.
I was convinced that I would ramp off this deer if I sped up.
You
I was also
probably
going
would have.
downhill.
You probably
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
It would have been fun.
I slowed down. My car's still it was rough. I got particulates on my windshield. It was
Oh,
very disgusting.
Eh,
Don't recommend.
eh.
Anyways, all that to say,
the elephants.
yeah, there's elephants.
Elephants.
Elephant problem in Botswana, and I was like, wow, this is a unique threat from a government. This isn't like some random dude. This is like, they're like, yo, y'all need to stop trying to stop people from killing elephants here. We have too many.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to meet like if there's a president or a king or whatever there. I'm just like, is this his idea? Like, sir, we're having diplomatic issues with Germany. I know what I'll do. Send them
Send
our
the
surplus
elephants.
of elephants. It's just, but sir,
It was
what would that
Botswana's
actually do?
I
president.
said to send them the elephants. All of them.
Botswana is home to a third of the world's elephant population.
Holy shit, that's a
That
lot.
one
Wow.
country, a third.
Wow.
Yes. Hence
Very
why they
That
have too many
includes-
elephants.
Listeners, that includes all of the zoos.
India too. India's got a lot.
The zoos, Tim.
Just all of Africa, which is massive.
Zeus.
Right. Exactly.
Have you been to the Houston Zoo? They have like 6 elephants there.
I hear you.
Botswana has 130,000 elephants,
That's a lot of
is the
elephants.
estimation.
That's more elephants than some small towns in the United States.
I would
That's
argue though
too
it's not
many
enough.
elephants.
United States.
That's too many elephants. I agree. Send them to Germany.
More elephants.
You guys ever seen that movie Dumbo
Send them
Drop?
here. Send them to the
Oh, yeah.
U.S. Send them to Texas.
Hold,
Guys, let's not send them to environments that they are not equipped to live in.
No, they wouldn't make it in
Texas.
the U.S. There's too many people
They-
that would shoot him on sight. I felt scared for my life. We call these people cops. Anyway, moving on to the things that I learned from the internet. Justin, are you done?
Yep, we're good. We're back.
All right, cool. So my thing is also about animals. It's about platypodes.
Say more.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but first of all, platypus has a Greek etymology. So the plural of platypus should be platypodes.
Oh, interesting.
The same as
It was
octopus. It is. That's what people say. But
Oh.
grammatically, it should be platypode. The same way octopi should be octopode. There we go. So just let that sink in. But that's not the thing I learned from the internet.
Sure.
I'm sure you guys are familiar with Perry the platypus.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Great.
A platypus. Perry the platypus.
So you're aware that Perry the platypus was like a weird teal green color, right?
Sure.
Yes.
The thing I learned from the internet is that, although an intentional artistic choice, is based in real science. Platypode are brown when you look at them like in the wild, just with your naked eye. But if you shine like a black light or UV light over them, they turn teal. So aside from the fact that they lay eggs as mammals, aside from the fact that they produce milk and poison, they're venomous. Not just poisonous, they're venomous and poisonous.
Only during mating season.
If you eat one, you die. If it strikes you with its poison spurs, which are in its feet, by the way, not even in its mouth,
During mating season.
they're venomous. They also have electrosensory cells in their bills, like sharks. They can sense electricity using their bills. All of that aside from that fact, they are also green in ultraviolet light outside of the sun. How crazy is
Wow.
that?
It is pretty crazy.
Right?
Very.
Platypodes just get weirder and weirder the more you look them up. Like, the more information you have on them, the weirder they get.
Yeah. It makes me really uncomfortable. You're like a freak of nature.
I want one.
By
They
the-
probably shouldn't exist.
Have you guys ever seen baby ones?
No.
Just look at them. They're so cute.
They're adorable. They're so
I
little.
don't know about cute.
They're so little.
They're cute.
Like, they're part
Yeah,
duck,
they
part beaver, part echidna. part snake, part shark, and
That's
part
mutt.
whatever glows green in black light.
I think there might be a lot on that one.
Bioluminescence.
There you go. My favorite thing, I don't know if you guys follow Dan Povenmire on TikTok. When he found out, his whole TikTok announcing that he found that fact out was just like, I told you. I knew it. I told you. Everybody gave me crap for making Perry the Platypus green, but I knew it. So that's what I learned from the internet. Have fun with that.
Wow.
I will. Lots of
Pretty
fun.
wild.
Nice.
Conclusion,
That's all.
animals be wildin'.
100%. The wild be wildin'.
Wild be wild.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and move on to a break before we get into our main segment. And it's going to be a hoot and a holler.
A hoot and
So
holler.
stay tuned. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all for listening to our podcast. Be sure to subscribe and leave a rating on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at AlwaysMorePod.
If you'd like to ask us a question for us to answer on the pod, you can email us at alwaysmorepodcast@gmail.com, or you can call us on our Always More hotline and leave a voicemail question at 254-218-4042.
You can also follow all of our social medias individually and as the Always More podcast. Thanks for listening. Let's get back to it.
Hello! Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing? Men hate me. Y'all better be glad it's not Women's History Month anymore. I'd be on your ass.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. It is Autism Awareness Month.
Oof.
I know that's me. I'm pretty sure it's you.
Crazy.
I saw a TikTok the other day. Somebody was like, it's Autism Awareness Month. And then it was a stitch. And the other girl was like, I'm already aware of autism. And you'll never guess how.
And she had like the magnet, like
She had the
magnified.
the glasses.
That's crazy.
Well,
Tim, this is all you.
yeah,
Anyway.
100% you, because I didn't even read these parts in the notes.
because I didn't put them in there.
There is
I didn't
thing.
want-
There's
It
nothing.
it says main segment blank
Break.
and then break.
I didn't want to spoil you. I wanted you guys to not know what was coming around the curve. So, Harley, it is funny that you... Wait, did you write Italians because of Ferrari or because of the story that I told you?
Oh, because
Ferrari.
of the Ferrari.
She didn't
All right.
know we were talking
So,
about it.
little did you know that I was going to have two stories about Italians today.
You're being selfish, Tim.
You know it.
Seems racially motivated, but go on.
I think I deserve it. This is the Cadaver...
What is this, Columbus Day?
Oh, no. No.
He was Spaniard, right?
No,
No.
he was Italian,
He was
but
Italian.
he flew for the Spaniards.
Was he really?
Yeah. He was an
Whoa.
Italian man, but he flew for the Spanish.
Wow.
Which is crazy, because he went to the Portuguese first.
They said no.
Loser.
The
Okay.
century is the 9th century. This is the story of the Cadaver Synod. Is that how you pronounce that? Synod? Synod?
I believe so. Synod feels
Synod,
correct.
yeah. It's a turbulent period of
Synod.
political instability in Italy during the late 19th century. The papacy
I know that one.
witnessed a rapid succession of pontiffs, embellic of the era's
Pontiffs.
pontiffs. Oh, it is. Oh, pontiffs and just crazy era of precarious power dynamics. Spanning from the mid-9th century to the mid-10th century, this era bore witness to the ascension of approximately 24 popes between 872 and 965. Just to put that in perspective, we had a pope for like 80 years.
Yeah,
Just recent.
that's like 2 popes per year.
Yeah, exactly. Particularly noteworthy is the staggering frequency of papal turnovers between 896 and 904, with a new pope elected almost annually. These brief papal reigns often bore the imprint of local Roman factions, political machinations, though historical documentation of these instances remain scarce. So, election to the papacy in this period was akin to receiving a diagnosis of a deadly ailment. While adept political maneuvering might momentarily defer one's fate, the prognosis was pretty grim. The grim reality stemmed from the pivotal role of the popes in anointing the Holy Roman Empire. So, if you can imagine, long story short, you have the power to, claim who the emperor is, but if the emperor dies and someone else comes in, or there's a change in power, then it can turn out pretty bad for the Pope. So Stephen's successor, Romanus, endured a mere 92 days in office, while Romanus' successor, Theodore II, fared even worse, surviving less than 3 weeks. So this is a little bit of context to the main story. So the main character of this story, sort of, Formosus, Formous, I think that's how you say it.
Tim, if you wrote notes, I could help you.
I did write notes.
You didn't put them in our notes.
No, because no. So
I can't pronounce things for you if you don't show me how to.
That's why I freaking spelled it. We just chill.
Yo, hey, maybe this is like the neurodivergence, but when somebody spells a word to me verbally, I have to like write it.
Yeah.
Before
Like,
I
I
can
have to
pronounce
see
it.
it physically written
like-
out.
Damn.
You're just
like-
saying letters.
I give
Like,
and I give.
I don't get it.
There, I dropped it in there, okay? Jesus
All right,
Christ.
hold on.
Anyways.
Hold on.
Formosus' journey, I'm going to call him that. Formosus, it's Italian and it's ancient, so I'm going to say that. And
It's Italian?
Yes.
Formosus.
Keep going. It's okay. This is your moment. Don't let him ruin this for you.
I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to rob you.
You be wrong and be
I know that
proud.
quote. How dare you, first off. So his journey is when he assumed the role of bishop of the Porto Santa Rufina in 864 during Pope Nicholas's first pontificate. Notable for a succession tenure as a legate to Bulgaria in 866, Formosus. Now you got me all screwed up. He earned accolades, yet his aspirations to become Archbishop of Bulgaria were stymied by a papal decree, deciding the Second Council of Nicaea's prohibition against administering multiple sees, or like seers. In 875, amidst the imperial coronation of Charles the Bald, let that soak in there for a second.
Charles the Bald.
Formosus fled Rome in fear of Pope John VIII. Subsequently, at a synod in Santa Maria,
Formosus, like I said.
Formosus. But in white people terminology, it's Formosus.
Formosus.
All I'm
Okay,
saying
fine.
is I was right.
In
Love that for you.
875, amidst the imperial coronation of Charles the Bald, Formosus fled Rome in fear
The
of Pope.
bald.
You totally missed all that.
Bald.
In fear of Pope John VIII. Subsequently, at the Synod of Santa Maria Rotonda in 876, Formosus faced accusations of corruption and conspiracy, leading to his excommunication alongside his associates. Despite purported attempts at reconciliation, his continuous relationship with John VIII cast a shadow over his eventual ascension to the papacy in October 6, 891. So he got there. He became pope.
Papacy.
Papacy?
Papacy.
Papacy. In 892, Formosus...
Pussy.
Formosus controversially crowned Lampert of Spoleto as co-ruler of the Holy Rome. Dude, I swear to God.
I'm just, look, if you need help with pronunciation, I am here. Everything I've said has been right so far.
I've asked you once, And then after that, you've interjected.
I've picked up on parts where you've pronounced it wrong. That's all I'm saying.
He crowned Lambert of Spoleto as co-ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. Let me at least get to the funny damn part. Jesus Christ. The decision raised eyebrows, especially considering that Lambert's father, Guy III, which apparently that was just like a title back then, of Spoleto, had previously received his coronation from Pope John VIII.
Just some
Guy
guy.
was a title.
Guy.
He's just a guy.
All right, I know your name is like Jonathan de Leon of Count Monte Cristo or whatever. But your new title is Guy.
I hereby decree you, Guy.
You're my guy. That's probably where that came from. I've got a guy for that.
I got a guy for that.
Oh.
Tensions escalated in 893 when Formosus, apprehensive of the guy's aggressive stance, extended an invitation to the, Carolingian?
Carolingian.
Oh, thank you. Arnulf
Get it.
of Corinthia, I know that word, to invade Italy and claim the imperial crown. Despite Arnulf's failed invasion and Guy III's subsequent demise, Formosus persisted, renewing his invitation to Arnulf in 895. The following year saw Arnulf's succession entry into Rome, where Formosus crowned him as Holy Roman Emperor. Tragically, both Arnulf and Formosus met their demise within months of each other in 896.
Jeez.
He was succeeded by Pope Boniface VI, who passed away a mere 2 weeks later.
Hey, it's Boniface.
Boniface? The prevailing interpretation of these events until the early 20th century painted Formosus as a
I love the over enunciation.
I know. As a how do you say that again, Harley? Carolingian?
Carolingian. Carolingian.
It is an A. I need to get better glasses. Fierce coercion into crowning Lambert in 892. However, after the death of Arnulf and the subsequent collapse of authority in Rome, Lambert seized the authority to assert his claim to the imperial crown. It is widely speculated that Lambert's ascension prompted Stephen VI to convene the Cadaver Synod, perhaps as a means of promiscuously retaliating
Posthumously.
Oh, I was
You're both
more
wrong.
wrong.
Against
You're both
Formosus.
wrong.
So this is where the story this is the main point of the story, guys.
Also, before you get to the main point, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Stefan.
In 897, the Vatican bore witness to one of history's most bizarre episodes, the trial of a deceased pope by his living successor.
I feel like I remember learning about this in my medieval, what was that class? It was Roman Empire or medieval. God, I don't remember.
It's one of those
But
classes.
I feel like I remember learning this drama, and I was like,
Also, side note, it's like sometimes when your dads drop lore in your life, they just like go off on a tangent.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, how do you know that? This is something that my dad told me when I was a kid that I remember. And I was like, why do you know this? And he never answered that question.
Well, you're about to learn, buddy. So, so Pope Formosus, having passed away mere months prior, found himself accused by Pope Stephen the Sixth. The trial saw his body exhumed, clothed in papal, and he was placed upon the throne to face allegations. So the dude, as you can probably imagine, is just fully dressed up in his pope attire on a throne facing accusations. This is the scene.
Can you imagine what if it like actually did what they thought it did? He's like chilling in heaven talking to Jesus and Peter, and then all of a sudden he's just like back on earth, but unable to move and react.
Yeah.
And then they put him on trial, and then if he's found guilty, he goes to hell. Like mid-conversation with Jesus and Peter, he's just in hell.
I feel like there'd be a lot more spiritual layers to that.
Yeah, you would think, but that's not what they believed at the time. Like, they thought if you were in heaven and they put you on trial and they found you guilty, you go straight to hell.
Yeah, like a drop.
Yeah.
Like,
Not like Jesus could be like, "Hey, bro, I was in the middle of that conversation."
yeah.
I wasn't done.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I was
he's
saying,
gone.
boogie boarding.
7th one this week.
So, yeah, so here he is, his body there. Everyone's doing a trial. So amidst the accusations hurled by Stephen the Sixth, he remained Formosus remained eerily silent, as expected of a corpse. Despite the eerie silence, Stephen persisted with the trial, even amidst an earthquake that shook the room.
You would think that'd be enough to be like, hey, stop doing what you're doing.
An event later embellished as a divine condemnation of the proceedings. Nevertheless,
That's crazy.
he continued. He pressed forward, ultimately finding him guilty of usurping the papacy.
Usurping.
Man, I'm just off tonight. I've had too many drinks. The verdict saw...
Tim can't read, actually. Plot twist, everybody.
Tim doesn't actually know how to read. He's just memorized a lot of words.
So
They're not those words.
it saw him stripped of his papal garments, mutilated, and cast into the Tiber River.
Tiber.
Is it Tiber?
Come on, bro. You have to know that one.
Tiber River?
The Tiber River, yes.
A grim fate reminiscent of ancient Roman practices of disposing of the most rivaled. You're okay. Now I'm just off. You're
Reviled.
so
Bro, come
no.
on.
I'm so done right now.
It's reviled. Do you want me to finish this
no,
story?
I'm done. I can't read. 'Cause I'm just in fumes right now.
However,
His body was later retrieved by a fisherman and returned to St. Peter's
Okay.
Basilisk.
and where it received
What?
veneration from devout followers. So despite...
Hold on. Did
what?
you say basilisk?
Basilisk.
That's what he said.
That's not correct.
We're about to find out.
Basilica.
It has to be basilica.
Basilica.
At least
Yeah,
the
that's
American.
it. That's right, Harley. Basilica.
Let's find out. We'll search. We'll Google.
I mean, if it's Italian, but...
I'm on Harley's side right now.
All right, let's see. Hold on.
oh, gosh.
Basilica.
You're right.
I'm not as
It is
Italian as I
Basilica.
thought.
You're welcome, everyone. I have just changed the fate of
So,
everything.
All
despite
right, that's the first one I've gotten wrong. Sorry, guys.
Despite
How dare
Stephen's,
you.
the Six's apparent triumph, his reign proved short-lived. Within months, he met a grim end, imprisoned and strangled to death, marking the swift conclusion of his tumultuous reign.
Tumultuous.
And that is the story of the Cadaver Synod.
Just every time Chris interjects, I'm just like,
Oh,
I love you, Tim.
that is wild.
Seriously, no, crazy story though. Like, aside from all of the mispronunciations,
It's
like,
the fact he also got karma in return because he was like, yeah, this guy stinks, even in death. And then, like, a couple months later, they were like,
hey, I know you're in prison, but we're also going to strangle you.
like it's.
Could you imagine, like, one day being like, I'm the most right person chosen by God, and the next day being murdered in prison? Like, strangled in prison?
Yeah.
imagine being the person chosen by God, and then in death, you get put on trial. Like, what?
Bro, I heard
They're like,
no,
no, this guy
truly,
stinks.
truly, somebody, I want to say it was a Reddit post. I might be wrong, but somebody said after Trump dies, we should impeach him again.
Oh,
Like, could you imagine the Republican view on that? Like, they already believe he's chosen by God to run the country.
yeah.
And then he dies, and then we impeach him again.
Maybe we'll finally get him this time.
We got him the last time. What are you talking about? We got him the last 2 times. He's been impeached
I saw
twice.
it forgot, like,
Impeach doesn't mean
Finalized.
imprisonment.
No,
Impeachment is just
he
when
has-
the
yeah.
House says that he did something bad, basically.
It
Yeah.
doesn't mean you
oh,
go
but
to
I thought I had
prison.
to go through the
He,
Senate.
No.
he was never convicted.
Yeah.
And
You
his
can be
impeachment trials.
impeached and not
Oh.
convicted. The
Oh.
reason most presidents after impeachment aren't presidents anymore is because they step down.
Oh,
Because that's like the The government says you did something wrong,
Yeah.
and then they step down.
Nixon stepped
But
down after his
Trump-
impeachment, but
Trump was like, not me. I didn't do anything wrong. So he just stayed president.
Yeah.
That's why he's being sued now.
Yeah, Nixon left without having to leave yet, but he knew it was coming down through the Senate that he was going to be convicted and everything. So he left after the impeachment.
Same with Clinton.
Well, he didn't leave, but yes, he was impeached.
I mean, his term was ending soon enough anyway.
He didn't leave.
Yeah, he would have like been gone by the time the final verdict would have been passed.
You're saying that he would have been convicted?
If they decided to go to trial, by the time his term ended, the trial wouldn't have.
Oh,
even
you're saying
started.
it was too late to start the
Yes.
trial. Okay, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Yeah. How would you guys like to save a dolphin's life?
Not at all, actually. Like dolphins.
They're serial
Excuse
killers.
me, have you guys met Ronnie? Ronnie is
No.
the greatest dolphin in the history of the world.
Who's Ronnie?
So, in Rotan, where my family is, where my dad lives, where we go vacation yearly,
Mhm.
annually, there is an area where you can like hang out with the dolphins and swim with the dolphins. It's a great place. The dolphin that we got to hang out with was named Ronnie, and Ronnie is the best dolphin. Ellie loves him. Like, she was freaking out because at the time she was like 3, and she did not want to be in the ocean, much less touch a dolphin.
Yeah.
And Ronnie made himself so available to her that eventually she was like, this is cool. And she reached out and touched his belly as he swam by. And then he came back and let her touch his little fin. And he was just so sweet to Ellie. And I will die on the hill that Ronnie is the best dolphin in the world.
Okay, well then Ronnie is the exception.
If it's
He's not
any
the
other
rule.
dolphin, I don't really care. But if we're saving Ronnie's life, I would die to save that dolphin.
That's pretty bold.
Go on.
He might already be dead.
He is not dead. You shut your mouth. Ronnie will live forever.
Born in Union, South Carolina in 1949, Clifford Ray's journey into the limelight spans far beyond the basketball court. While
Who's
he
Clifford Ray?
What did I say?
Who's Clifford Ray?
Oh, hold on.
You didn't add those notes
Oh.
either.
I did. It's right there in there.
Oh, you just added them. All right.
Refresh.
Refresh. All right, I see the notes now. Go ahead.
While he made waves as a college basketball player at the University of Oklahoma, his talents extended to the realm of music, where he showcased his proficiency as a woodwinds musician, as noted by the Celtics life. However, Ray is perhaps best remembered by his illustrious 10-year career as a center in the NBA. His trajectory in the league commenced when the Chicago Bulls drafted him in the 3rd round of the 1971 NBA draft. Spending 3 formidable seasons with the Bulls until 1974, Ray's prowess on the court eventually led him to the Golden State Warriors, where he remained until retiring as a player in 1981, having amassed a staggering 784 games in total, according to Basketball Reference. Notably, he played a pivotal role in the Warriors' triumphant title in 1975.
You want to know what's weird?
No. Transitioning from player to coach.
Jesus.
What? What, dude?
I was just going to say, like, I know almost nothing about basketball, but I do know this guy's name, and I know he was on a Golden State Warriors team.
Well, all right, but very good.
That's it. Go on.
Transitioning from player to coach, Ray embarked on a successful coaching career with various teams, including the Dallas Mavericks, New Jersey Nets, and the Golden State Warriors, among others. Yet his contributions to the sport far surpassed coaching, as he became a revered figure known for his consulting work and unwavering advocacy for the game's growth and development. In a unique twist of fate in 1978, Ray's remarkable journey intersected with an unexpected encounter at Marine World, Redwood City, California. A close friend of Mary O'Haron, the public relations director of the park, Ray found himself facing an unusual challenge, rescuing a dolphin named Mr. Spock.
Nice.
What a name.
Love it.
Mister.
During a routine cleaning of the dolphin tank, a bolt accidentally fell into the water. attracting Mr. Spock's attention. Mistaking it for food, the dolphin ingested the bolt, prompting concerns for its well-being. This is a big issue. Like, this is why pollution is...
Idiot.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just kidding.
Harley. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Harley's over here like, fuck them dolphins.
You big dummy.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Mr.
you're
Spock.
evil.
I take it back. Not a good idea.
With conventional methods proving inadequate, O'Haron turned to her friend Ray, renowned for his imposing wingspan and unwavering determination.
I don't like where this is going. I know what's about to happen.
Wingspan?
I know what's about to happen, and I don't like where this is going.
Arriving at Marine World, Ray's task was clear. Retrieve the bolt lodged in Mr. Spock's stomach.
Yep.
What?
He just reached in there, didn't he? I'm not even reading ahead in these notes. He just reached in there, didn't he?
With a mix of courage and compassion, Ray volunteered to assist. Guided by Marine World staff, he maneuvered his arm into the dolphin's throat, navigating through its moving through its anatomy. Miraculously, on his first attempt, Ray located and retrieved the errant bolt from this dolphin's second stomach.
That means he went through the first stomach.
Yes, he did.
Do dolphins not have stomach acid?
They do.
I mean, it's
That's
not
the thing.
that quick.
That's the thing. They do.
Stomach acid isn't that quick to dissolve things.
He reached
Yeah,
through.
but I can't imagine it didn't hurt.
He was wearing
Right?
gloves.
So,
Oh.
weird fun fact. Animals with multiple stomachs, the stomach acid gets progressively stronger as you go into the next
Well,
stomach.
it's a good thing he didn't get to the fifth stomach.
So it's like, if you were to say like humans have two stomachs, it would be like the mouth would be stomach 1 with the saliva, and then our stomach would be stomach 2 with actual stomach acid. It breaks it down in parts.
Oh, they only had two stomachs.
So he reached into actual stomach acid. That's where like he was touching throw up is what it is.
Yeah.
Dolphin throw up.
That poor dolphin. Oh my
I'm
god.
pretty sure they put him under her.
That dolphin has to be so traumatized.
I hope so.
Everybody's like, what a feel good story of this NBA coach and advocate saving this dolphin's life, and the dolphin's like telling his friends, "I was violated."
And Harley's like, well, you
reached
shouldn't have fucking ate the ball.
So far,
I mean,
so
come on.
far
You're supposed
into
to be
my
so
body.
smart, aren't you?
Harley has a vendetta against dolphins,
tell
and
you
I
what.
don't like it.
Tell you
Dude.
what. Okay, so the daring rescue earned Ray accolades with Marine World staff commemorating the event by bronzing the bolt and crafting a plaque bearing Ray's name.
Why would you want that?
Yeah, let's just keep that bolt as
Hey,
a
Dolphin
trophy.
hey.
saver.
I'm good.
Remember that time you almost died? I made a plaque of it.
The dolphin just sees it every day and progressively becomes more depressed.
They like mount it over the dolphin enclosure, and he's like, "Bro, one time
Hey,
That was
that
so
happened.
embarrassing.
One
To be
time
fair-
that happened."
If I got shot and someone pulled the bolt out of me, I'd be like, yeah, let's keep that. Let's
No,
keep
no,
that. That'd be
that's
cool.
different though.
But
'cause
this is his own
somebody else
idiocy, though.
did that to
He
you.
ate the bullet.
Imagine you as an audio engineer swallow part of a microphone. Would you want that?
Ah! This
Uh,
guy saved my life.
Yet the true reward lay in the lasting bond forged between Ray and Mr. Spock. Despite the harrowing ordeal, the Dolphin displayed an endearing recognition and affection towards his rescuer, a testament to the profound impact of compassion and bravery. Clifford Ray's narrative transcends the realms of sport and wildlife, embodying the essence of courage, empathy, and the enduring power of human kindness.
No, because hear me out.
Okay.
You're
You
telling
say
me.
the dolphin.
You're telling me that they were like, oh no, he ate the bolt. Who's got the longest wingspan in this room right now?
That's exactly what Tim is telling you. Yes. On top of that, what Tim is also telling you is that the dolphin was like, "Oh no, I ate this bolt. Who's got the longest wingspan to help me out?"
Boy, I wish Clifford Ray was in this room right now.
And then he showed up, and the dolphin was like, "Clifford Ray."
Oh God.
This needs to be a movie, like a short anime or something like that.
No, it doesn't
It'd
need
be
to be horrible.
horrible.
It needs to be a short YouTube clip thing starring Danny Masterson.
Oh my god.
Drawn in the art style of Charlie the Unicorn.
Danny
Yes.
Masterson,
Yes.
as in that
Yes.
70s show guy, as in
No,
convicted.
no, I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No,
I'm like, are you talking about convicted rapist
No, not
Danny
that-
Masterson?
not that guy.
Ugh.
Sorry, wrong guy. Oh,
brother.
No, not him.
now who's embarrassed?
No, who's the guy, the explosive expert from Tropic Thunder?
I don't remember.
All right,
I remember his name.
Now you got to give me a second to look
Ben
it up.
Stiller?
It's definitely not Ben Stiller.
All right, guys, we have 8 minutes. I think if I go through this next story quickly, we can do it. Do you want to know the time about when Christians banned Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. Chris, you look that up. Save it for later. Here we go. In
Sure,
16...
you enlarge your font size.
No.
It helped you see better. I did it for you. Unless you were not
I'm-
reading the one you copy pasted.
I'm not. I'm reading it off of something else. Thank you, though.
Well, disregard.
Thank you, though. In 1659, the Massachusetts Bay Colony legislature took action to curb what they saw as disorderly behavior linked to the observance of certain festivals deemed superstitious. They issued a decree that penalized individuals found celebrating days like Christmas, with fines of 5 shillings for each offense. That's right, folks. Christians banned Christmas.
Mm.
I'm not surprised at all.
This,
Like in the least.
well, it's to me, this story was so provocative or so mind-boggling because it's like Christians today are like, how dare you desecrate Christmas? Like, this has been around for centuries and whatever. Like, this is the true meaning of the season. It's like,
Man, the number of Christian things that I had banned growing up was high.
Yeah.
So high.
I know. I know. So this regulation, enacted over a generation after the Pilgrims landed, mirrored the prevailing sentiments brought over on the Mayflower. So guys, these are the founding people of the America. This is what was brought over. William Bradford's historical account, History of the Plymouth Plantation, recounts the incident from 1621 when Governor Bradford confronted colonialists who refused to work on Christmas Day, citing religious objections. Let me say that one more time.
It sounds
Colonialists
like,
who refused to work on Christmas Day, citing religious objections.
it sounds like capitalism
The governor allowed
tried
them.
to ruin Christmas.
The governor allowed them to refrain from working, but disapproved of their engaging in leisure activities in public spaces. This stringent law persisted for 22 years until its repeal in 1681. Its demise wasn't solely due to a newfound acceptance of Christmas spirit, but rather stemmed from the pressure exerted by King Charles II and his commissioners, who sought to align the colony's laws with those of England. In other words, it wasn't even their own choice.
I'll tell you what it is. You know how like sometimes you can say, "Oh, I was this person in a past life because I relate to them so seriously." William Bradford is giving Henry Ford.
Yeah. So all other
Like the guy who made the
The
40
40-hour
hours.
work week.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh.
T
Like,
models.
how dare you take time off for Christmas? That is
Scrooge.
anti-God.
And that's why Ford is the worst vehicle.
Yeah. It's the worst
Found
company.
on road dead is what it stands for.
Harley, you're
yeah.
hilarious. I need to finish
100%,
though.
yeah, but
As much as
still.
I would love to continue this conversation and see Chris's reaction, we got to continue on. Although no longer outlawed, Christmas remained unpopular among the Puritans. They held a disdained view of what they considered pagan festivals, or alternatively, papal idolatry.
Sounds like what they're doing with Easter now.
Even over a century later, Christmas in New England paled in comparison to the vibrant celebrations found in New York and further south. Edward Everett Hale, renowned for his novel The Man Without a Country, recalled in 1889 his experiences growing up as, quote, "As a schoolboy, I always attended classes on Christmas Day, as did most boys in town. On the eve of Christmas, known as Adam and Eve's Day, December 24th, we would pass by King Chapel, and see men carrying hemlock for decorations. But that was the only public sign that a holiday was approaching." I'm so fucked up right now. The king.
Sorry, just Harley's faces right now are just like the best.
I'm not saying nothing.
Because he
know
said
you're not.
the correct way, and then he said chapel, and I was like,
Because I'm questioning everything I say right now. King Chapel, Boston's inaugural Episcopal church, held Christmas services annually since its construction in the late 17th century. While these services were undoubtedly solemn, the presence of Christmas greens, music, and lit candles added a festival allure, leading some of Boston's young Puritans astray. Judge Samuel Sewall, in a mix of concern and pride, recorded in his diary on Christmas Day, 1697, quote, "Joseph, his son, informs me that although most boys attend church, he did not." By 1711, matters had escalated beyond what Puritan leaders like Cotton Mather found acceptable. He wrote that year, "I have heard of a number of young people of both sexes, many of them belonging to my congregation, who this past Christmas night indulged in revelry, feasting, and dancing, which reveals their corruption and has the potential to further corrupt them." I'm going to skip this next part, but long story short, today, Christmas in Boston mirrors celebrations found in any other American city. Churches host Christmas services, homes are adorned with illuminated Christmas trees, and groups of carolers roam neighborhood streets, singing with gusto. Amidst the festive atmosphere, busting crowds of last-minute Christmas shoppers jostle one another, prompting some to question whether the Puritans' reservations about the holiday had merit after all.
how interesting.
Indeed.
They were like, we're not going to celebrate this pagan holiday. And now it's like the only thing they got going for them.
Yeah, because they don't even like Easter anymore.
That's not true. I feel like Easter, this past one that just happened, huge, which was crazy. I felt like it was so big this year for some godforsaken
So here's my
reason.
thing. Like, I understand that a lot of churches were really big about it, but I also see a lot of Christians like, Easter is based on Ishtar, which is a pagan god of
Which isn't
fertility.
even real. It's
No.
not
None of
a
it's
real
real.
thing.
None of that is real.
Yeah.
Like, Easter is a Christian holiday. It's not even one that they, like, took from pagans and rebranded. It's a legit Christian holiday.
Yeah. Well, like there's like it's just like Christmas. There are relations and connected to other holidays, but that's just it's just
But
connections.
there's not. Not for Easter. That's the thing.
But no, what I'm saying is like during this season, like obviously you have things around this in other like regions and areas that have connections to it, but there's no like big thing.
No,
But
that's what I'm saying. The Christians that are like, it's based on a pagan holiday, it's not. Easter is like what is it? The first Sunday after the full moon after the Easter solstice. It's based on Passover, the first Sunday after Passover.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with these made up gods or whatever have you.
Exactly. See, it's like that's my whole point. It's like it doesn't matter. Like even if there are cultural things around it, like we're not secretly worshiping the devil. It just so happens to be that there are other festivals and things that happen around those same times. But Christians, and I'll say it like this: people that love reasons to freak out love finding reasons to freak out, and so they'll find connections in anything. And so
100%.
it is fun to see religious people get super caught up in things like that. And that's why I love watching like people like Dan McClellan, Pete Enns, and Aaron. I forgot his last name, but scholars that they're on TikTok a lot.
Love Dan McClellan.
Yeah, they during the holidays especially, they like to debunk like myths and controversies and conspiracies. It's like, no, that's not true.
We
guys.
should see if we can get him on the podcast.
That'd be cool. I think it's a little bit of our pay grade, but that'd be cool.
Let's just message him a lot.
Let's see if you answer. All right, let's see it.
Also, listeners, if you want to message Dan McClellan for us,
There
that
you
would be
go.
great
That
too.
would be the way to
We
go.
cannot pay him, but we would love to talk to him.
That's all I got. Harley, we should wrap this segment up.
Yes, we should. It's been good. It's been great, actually. History is wild.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know how else to wrap it up than that. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a little breaky break, and then we'll be back for our final segments and close. So. And welcome back. I hope you had a good break. It was good for me. Wait, P, almost broke my microphone.
Good for me. Was it good for you?
It was pretty good. Great time.
I don't like the way that sounded.
No. No. Stop it.
Oh, was
Stop
that an
it.
inappropriate quote?
Yes.
Chris.
Stop it.
How dare you prey on me like that?
Not on you. No. Not on you. Not on you. On our listeners.
What?
Which I feel like is even worse, but you know.
Yeah.
You didn't help your case there, bub.
Sorry.
Boo.
I am also a little tipsy, and I apologize for nothing.
Okay. Well, I think you should.
I probably should, but I won't.
And that's what I'm not gonna finish that statement. Okay, so you included a little game for us.
Yes, I
Are we
did.
gonna play it? Do we have time to
Yes,
play
we
it?
do. Absolutely, we do.
Okay, Slay.
Let's do it.
Does it have a jingle?
It does not.
No jingle.
Okay. The game is called Got It. And it says that we try to guess the same word as the person you're partnered with as little tries as possible.
Yes. So if you listen, I think it was 2-3 episodes ago. I think it was just us boys, and you maybe not. I can't remember. We played several games, new games. So it's very simple. You're thinking of a word in your head. You try to say the same thing, and then if you don't say it, obviously you're probably not going to get in the first guess. You try to find the middle ground, and you try to say the same word afterwards. So,
Hunter and I have played this.
yeah.
It's a fun game.
Okay, I'm ready. Who's going first?
I don't know. How about Harley and Justin?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
So we just say the first word that comes into our minds, and then of those two words, we try to
Meet in the
keep
middle.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to keep track here of how many turns it takes, and we'll see which pair is the winner. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Count us
Yeah.
down.
3, 2, 1.
Whiskey.
Butterflies.
That's
Ooh.
so very different.
Actually, I could see a connection. I could see a really good connection.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have a word.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Wood.
Summer.
Oh,
Neither one of you went the direction I thought.
I thought it was going to be like tramp stamp or something, like something that would involve the two.
I was thinking tequila because you got the worm in the tequila. Butterflies. Like,
Oh, yeah.
go on.
But
Anyway.
okay,
No.
okay. We were. we're
So you
tipsy.
said summer?
Yeah.
Summer.
I
and
said wood.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
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 3,
I think we got this one.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Bonfires.
Camping.
Oh,
Damn it.
So close.
Oh, it's
That was
close.
really close. Where can we go from here?
Okay. Camping and bonfires. Okay.
There's really only
There's
one
only one
answer.
direction you could go.
There's only
I'll
one
say it
answer.
with you.
Okay.
Whoa,
If you
whoa. Wait.
I have a word.
I don't have a word.
Justin's not good at
what
this
am I
game.
missing?
come on, man.
We realized this last time. Justin's not good at this game.
Camping and bonfires.
Come on. There's only one. way you can
Bonfire
go with
makes me
this.
think Childish Gambino.
No.
Exactly.
All right, it's
Wait.
Childish Gambino. Home girls
What is
acting
really
like the
like that?
Dropping like the
Ooh,
NASDAQ.
white girls like this coke. My ass crack.
Campfire.
Yes, I got this. Okay, it's not even on my turn, but y'all go ahead. 3,
Bonfire and camping.
Mm-hmm.
3,
Count it down.
2, 1.
It's more.
Horse.
Campfire.
Yes, that was my thought too.
Horse.
Why would you not say campfire?
What'd you say, Justin?
Campfire.
Justin and I are on the same page.
Bonfire.
Harley and Tim are on the same
Camping.
page.
Campfire.
We're not creating a word.
Campfire would be the natural combination of
The
bonfire
middle ground
and
between
camp.
bonfire and camping. We have a campfire while we're camping. It's a
Campfire.
bonfire
Is that
while you're
not
camping.
A
Is-
bonfire. Is a campfire not a bonfire?
No, not always.
But it. a campfire is a bonfire while you're camping, so I feel like it's the middle ground.
Yeah,
But what do you do with a bonfire while you're camping? You make s'mores.
but
You boil
sometimes-
water to
no,
make
no.
soup.
I don't look, Harley. You were involved in church. Sometimes they do bonfires without the camping aspect.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, we got to move forward. We don't have that much time here. Okay, so that's what, 3 guesses, 4 guesses, 4 guesses.
That's 4.
Okay, wait. So we got s'mores and we got campfire.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are like circling around now.
Yeah, you gotta like meet in the middle. You're going down a toilet. It's not gonna work.
S'mores and campfire.
I got
What?
one.
Justin's got one.
S'mores and campfire.
Can I give her a hint?
No.
Yes.
Sure.
What do both campfires and s'mores do?
Okay.
I feel like Justin and I are on the same page, but Harley, it's not.
Okay, we got to hurry up, guys. We got to go.
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Happy.
Burn.
Yep, Justin and I are on the same
I,
page.
I
That's
thought warmth,
smart.
but yeah.
I thought burn. Justin and I are on the same page.
Okay, so
I said
happy,
happy.
and burn. So now we're really going
Bro,
down the.
moving forward, Justin, you and I need to be on teams.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Weed.
Fire.
It makes people happy, and you burn it.
Okay.
All right, fire, weed.
Okay. God,
Okay.
we're-
Okay. If we don't get this, fire and weed, come on, Harley. Please go the only way my
There's
brain
only
can go
one
from here.
answer.
There's only one.
I'm scared. There's so many things popping in my head.
Oh no, there's one thing bobbing in my head.
One.
Okay,
Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
smoking.
Smoking.
Yeah! Was that 7? 7 guesses, I think.
6.
Oh.
I counted 6.
6. Okay.
I might be off, but I counted 6.
Only one thing.
That's all I could think of was smoking. Justin, you and I had 3 in a row that we were on the same page. You and I need to be partners next time.
Okay, well now it's you and
I agree.
Tim.
What, me and Chris?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Tacos.
Bro,
That's fake.
You have tacos for dinner?
no. Look, I actually have my dinner in front of us, and it's chicken and rice.
Okay, we are cheating a little bit because like we've played this game before in the past, and we've like last time when we played, I think someone said Star Wars, and the other person
No,
said something else.
We've done this before, but before the game was a thing, where I would like call Tim and be like, bro, what am I thinking of? And I would write it out, and he would say tacos, and I would have written tacos. But still, like, that was a long time
Sounds
ago.
fake, but okay.
Or like during Steadfast, like when we used to do
Oh,
Steadfast,
yeah.
remember?
Oh,
Like,
brother.
I one time
What
we asked,
is steadfast?
It's a small group.
So Steadfast was
You
a
don't wanna know.
evangelical church small group where we taught young boys how to be men.
Was this at Grace Christian
was.
you
Center?
know it, bro.
It was absolutely, but at one point we were talking about like how to find and keep the perfect woman. I don't know what the deal was. I don't remember.
Oh wow!
But-
I feel like we got to go back into that.
Oh,
one
that's
on
gonna be a
new
whole
podcast
episode. It's gonna be a whole episode by itself.
Whew.
But I had said something about how like one of the things that I like about a woman is that she'll make me food, but I don't expect
Oh,
it
yeah.
to be a like woman thing. Like, oh, that's her job to make me food. I just enjoy it. And I was dating Janelle at the time before we were married, and they're like, "Well, would Janelle do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably." Like, "Well, prove it." So, because I was like, "Well, this is the stuff I do for her. Let me prove to you guys that what I do for her is important to her, and what she does for me is important to me." So I called her and I said, "Hey, can you bake me a sandwich?" And she asked what kind of sandwich, and then she made the sandwich, brought it to me, and made one for Tim as well.
Yeah.
And it proved our point, but I feel like it could be taken in a really negative way. So I don't like how it's being said out loud.
As I say this story.
As I say it, I don't like it.
I understand, and I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for understanding like how it's coming out, but also how I mean it.
Yeah. No, I understand how it sounds. Chris doesn't mean it like that. I promise.
Thank you,
I
Justin.
believe it. I know Janelle as a person, so
Yeah, like you all know Janelle.
she wouldn't put up with that.
No, she would not. She would much rather kill me.
Yeah,
All right. Do you guys want to
Sacrifice
continue
you.
playing with different pairs, or you want to end it there?
I say
we
let's
can
end it
try.
there.
Oh,
Because you have to do.
I mean, if Harley wants to do it,
I
let's
say,
just
I say me and
kidding.
Harley. I want to try me and Harley here. I feel like I
Okay.
think we have the same brain length or brain wave length.
I don't think Justin and I can beat 1 as the number, but I feel like we would be pretty close.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3. So,
Harley,
yeah,
you
and
ready?
Harley.
We have this. You ready? 3.
3,
I think so.
2, 1.
Alexander
Vietnam.
the Great. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
We were both
Same
on the history
category, at
train.
least.
I mean, there's
We were very
there's
different
a solid
parts.
answer. No, there's a solid answer that it could be
Um,
Vietnam and Alexander the Great.
I
See, I don't
Chris,
know. But
Chris,
Tim,
are we on the same page here?
Hold on,
Tim.
okay, are we meeting in the
Hear me
middle? Is
out.
that what we're doing?
No,
Justin. I'm gonna type mine out,
the root of
and I want
all
you
problems.
to say. I want you to say it out loud.
that is a meme.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna.
is a meme.
I'm gonna type mine out.
What
Yeah.
the
And Justin, you say it out loud after
hell?
they say theirs, so that you and I are on the same page. We can.
Okay,
we can see.
I think I might have you here. I think I might have you here, Harley. I think I might have you here.
Okay.
Wait. I'm saying my answer.
You're gonna say
as
yours
well?
out
After
loud.
No,
hours.
just let
No, no. After they
Okay.
say theirs, I just want to hear what your answer would be, and I've typed mine out. I'm just gonna show you mine.
Okay, this is probably
Okay.
going to ruin it, but I think it might be what you're thinking.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
Ronald
colonialism.
Reagan.
Oh, why Ronald? Oh,
What-
because you're
what's
thinking
your
that
answer,
you're
Justin?
comparing. I see what you were doing. I thought you were talking about like the
War?
root problem. I said colonialism.
I mean, true.
Of course.
I
course.
can't read what that says.
War?
It says war.
Oh.
Justin and I are gonna win
It
this game
says-
next time.
War.
Justin and I are
Can't
gonna
read
win this
that.
game next time.
Oh, but we can do this. Ronald Reagan and colonialism.
The answer should probably still be the same. All right, go on. 1, 2, 3.
White
Cold
people.
War. Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, Justin and I are gonna win this next time.
shoot.
It's game over.
I think I'm just really bad at this game.
it's game over.
Okay, Cold War. And you said
White
what?
people.
White people. Cold War. White people. I mean,
There's
there-
one answer there.
No,
too.
there's 2 ways you could look at that.
Justin.
Let's go with the overlying theme.
I wrote an
There.
answer. Justin, if you want,
I mean, but
if
there's
you
2
wanna say it
answers
out
to that,
loud,
though.
Same thing.
That's my point.
Cold War
There's 2 sides to that
and
coin.
white people.
The wrong one.
Okay, all right, we got
Hold
this.
on, no,
I've got 2 answers in my brain. I think I'm going to go with this one, though.
All right, go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
Communism.
Russia. Oh,
Justin,
Close.
Close.
what would you have said, Justin?
Russia.
yeah.
I
does that
am
say?
the problem.
Would you write?
Russia.
Justin and I are gonna win this game next time. It's game over. Like I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Okay, so Russia and what was it?
Communism.
Communism.
That's like the same thing. Those are
I
interchangeable
know. That's
terms.
what I'm
We
trying,
win.
like. I'm trying to think of a guy's name, but now I gave it away. So I gotta think of something
Oh.
different.
No. Don't.
I can't even think of his name though. Like that's my problem. I can't even think of his name. Okay, I got it.
Russia and communism. Justin, when
I might say the wrong
when they're done, we're gonna win this again.
You know what? You know what? No, Harley, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Go with your gut.
1,
All right.
Okay.
2, 3.
Stalin.
Stalin.
There we go. Yeah, yeah. It was either going to be him or Borvacek.
Gorbachev.
No, I was going to say
Gorbachev.
Putin.
Oh,
Justin.
there you go. What was that?
I
6
had Stalin.
We tied.
See, that's the one we would have missed because I would have said Putin.
Harley and Tim.
Putin was my second guess.
All right.
Yeah.
There you
Putin
go.
was my second. Yes.
There you
So
go.
this is Chris and Justin. Are you guys ready?
Are we going again? I thought we were done.
No, you guys
Justin and
you're
I
so
just
dominant
won
here.
like 4 times in a
Chris,
row.
you've been hyping it up. So you
Yeah,
have to
you gotta
go.
show us. Here
All
we
right,
go.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
TV.
Whiskey.
You and whiskey,
Justin.
man.
Why are you only thinking about whiskey?
Because there's like whiskey glass in front of me.
Oh, that
Oh,
would've been
wait,
a good
whiskey?
answer. No, that would have because I also have drinking whiskey.
Oh, I know my
All
answer.
right,
to this.
wait.
I know my answer. To
Whiskey
this.
Whiskey
and TV. Come on, Chris.
Hold on.
I'm gonna write my answer too.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay, you guys ready?
No.
Why are you writing it down? Oh, you're not.
I'm not writing it
You were
down.
thinking of it?
Whiskey and TV. Give me a second.
I got this one. This is the
I'm a little
easy
tipsy.
one. Harley, actually, I think you can get this one too if we were playing this round.
Oh, I don't like how easy this is
I
for you
probably
guys.
can't, but it's fine.
Maybe I'm just in my head too much. Whiskey and TV.
Yeah.
See, now you understand when you're put on the spot.
Yeah. All right, here we go because we have to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bootlegs.
Bar.
Oh, I thought Mad Men.
I said Yellowstone in my head.
We're on the same least wavelength
So-
there.
Yeah.
I said
You said-
bootleg out loud, but the one I'm thinking of is that show on Vice where they do moonshine.
Oh yeah.
Moonshiners.
Moonshiners.
That's the one.
I know where
I-
Justin was going though, because you can drink whiskey and watch
And
TV
watch
at
TV
a
at a
bar.
bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Which that is a theme of Justin here. He likes to think location. I remember garage being one of the things that we like, drinking whiskey in the garage. God, that still made me mad. All right, moving along.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, wait. What did you say, Chris?
I don't remember what I said or what you said.
You said bar and
I
moonshine.
love how Harley and I
Bootleg.
always make the same face when you guys are freaking out.
Bar and bootleg.
Bootleg and
Bootleg and bar.
I know where I'm going, and I don't know if your brain will go here because it might be more regional.
I feel like this game is better if you just do it off the
right.
spur. Like, just don't think about it. Just say it.
All right, let's go then.
3, 2, 1.
White dog.
Speakeasy.
Ooh.
Speakeasy was good.
Speakeasy. I don't know if you know what white dog is, but it's essentially moonshine whiskey.
Okay, I do not know what that is. But no, speakeasies, Al Capone, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got speakeasy. Okay.
Okay, this is an easy one now.
This is an easy answer, I think.
Wait. White dog is moonshine?
It's essentially like
It's a
moonshine
mix.
of whiskey. It's
An
like
illegal thing
homemade
and an
whiskey.
illegal thing.
Two illegal things.
Put them together.
3, 2,
Felony.
1.
Jail.
Crime.
1920s.
Oh, I would have said the same
Crime
thing.
and jail. We're on the same wavelength, but not quite there.
We got it. All right.
Prohibition.
Okay,
On the
crime and
next
jail.
one.
Okay, crime and jail. They got one thing in common. Let's go.
3,
We got this.
2, 1.
Cops.
Criminal.
Oh,
Come on, cops. How drunk are you?
Here's the thing. I don't believe in criminals. I believe cops are criminals. That's the only difference between where we're at.
Okay,
We're looking at the same point
to tie
from different sides.
to tie
Okay.
it all here for number 6. What do cops and criminals have in common? 3, 2, 1.
Law.
Arrest.
I would have said law.
I would have said handcuffs.
That's all
Criminals
right.
don't have handcuffs.
Look, we don't have
They
to prove
get
anything to
handcuffed.
anyone, Justin.
Oh, that's
we
true.
prove like in the last 3 games that we're on the same wavelength. We're the winners out of all of this.
It's too late. No, you still have one more. Still have to go. What did you say? You said law and
Criminal.
Law and criminal.
again? You
okay.
said criminal again?
No, did I say criminal? I said arrest. That's right.
You said
Oh.
arrest.
Law and
Law.
arrest.
Arrest. Okay.
Okay, yeah, there's one
Man,
here.
I got like 4 answers for this, and I know you're gonna pick one of them. Okay,
3,
let's go.
2, 1.
Lawyer.
Judge.
I thought I was going to say lawyer 2. I was going to say lawyer 2.
We're right there. We're right there. I was like lawyer, judge, prosecutor.
Yep. I was on the same wavelength, and I didn't know if you were going to pick lawyer or judge, but I knew it was going to be one of those two.
All
That's all right.
right,
We
guys.
already proved we're the best. That's all that matters.
All right.
I don't think that's what that proved at all.
No, not that. Not the last game, but the last
You're
3 games.
so close.
When it came
before
to the
that.
actual pressure,
You're on parallel lines. You're
Ju-
with each other, but still apart.
you're star-crossed lovers.
I'll
Yes.
take that. I'll take that.
Now kiss.
No.
We got to move on, guys.
Okay, now we're gonna do fan questions. Jingle.
Jingle.
So, this is the part of the show where we answer your questions as a listener. So, first question, Maria asked, If you could live/trade lives with another celebrity for a week, who would it be and why?
Oprah.
Dolly Parton.
100%, it would be Oprah, and I would give all of my money to a young man in Texas named Christopher Thomas Ford.
Ooh, maybe Elon Musk, so I can just completely bankrupt him.
Oh, that's a good idea,
That's
too.
a good idea.
Sell Twitter and then give all of the money to Harley Bianco.
There you go.
Yep.
Mine
It might get heavily
is just
taxed.
because it would be funny. I'm gonna say Kanye.
Oh,
Like,
maybe you
what's
can
it-
make him
You
sane.
want to turn that ship
No.
around? Is that what you're going to do?
No, it's like, what's it like to live a life where everyone around you just enables you and agrees with everything you have to say?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, Tim's a
Real.
white man, so he already understands that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't know what you're expecting here.
Tim is just a little guy.
It's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who I'd go with here. I think I might go with someone like I don't know, someone like a Mark Ruffalo or like a I don't know. I don't have anything exciting to answer here.
Tim just wants to have fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Girls just want to have fun.
See, that's white.
Girls.
Well, that's white male privilege right there.
Chris, I'm not disagreeing with any of these statements. I don't know what you're trying to prove here.
I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just saying that's what it is.
Or I take that
Side
back. You know
note.
what? I would like to maybe embody or like have the life of like a musician, just so I could like get behind the scenes with some other musicians. That would be really cool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I was gonna say Mark Ruffalo is from here, where I live,
That's cool.
Kenosha.
Very cool.
I would be Elon Musk, Dolly Parton, or maybe nope, that's it.
Here's my thing. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you in theory, but I would never want to be Dolly Parton because I don't think I could do it better than she does.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely could not.
And
That's
the
why I would
world-
lock myself away.
The world needs.
Dolly
Parton.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
Therefore, I would just
Just
You know,
embrace it.
Just
just-
be Dolly
just
Parton.
be.
Just,
just
just for a little bit. Just to
Yeah.
accept the fact, like, I am now Dolly Parton.
Just bathe
Yeah.
in the presence and the glory that is Dolly Parton.
Just stand in
Yeah.
front of a mirror.
yeah.
Just
yeah.
whatever she was wearing at the time doesn't matter. Just stand in front of a mirror and be like, "This is me,"
Yep. And then I would switch to Elon.
and then switch. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Next question. Shatina
Mhm.
asked predictions for this year's I almost said apocalypse.
Well, we know what Harley thinks. is
Same
gonna
difference. I mean, the eclipse.
So this is a coworker, and we were having a conversation about like what are the social implications, what are the like what's going to happen like traffic wise, what's going to happen culturally wise, is there going to be any big things that might happen because of it? So yeah, that's the context to that question.
For
Harley-
more context, we are recording before the eclipse, but this will release afterwards.
Correct.
So
Right.
we can confirm later after this episode.
Whether we
comes
were
out.
right or wrong.
Yeah. It's the,
Yeah.
Harley, are you in the path of the eclipse?
I don't think so.
No.
I think I'm
in
short of it. I think
Kansas,
it goes
yeah.
through
You're
Oklahoma.
gonna get like 80%, I think.
Yeah. Not totality.
Yeah, we get like 90 something over here.
We have totality here.
We're like almost literally in the
Mm.
middle.
You guys should come back.
Yeah, so I've heard.
However,
Hunter has nose surgery.
If
so
you guys,
that's
if
not
you guys
happening.
if you guys have time and you're available to, you are more than welcome to stay here.
I would love to,
however,
but I
have-
don't have that ability.
I have
current
I've
weather
work.
forecast is showing cloudy skies and or possibly rain. So that's gonna be fucking insane.
Here's the thing, though.
That's crazy.
It's the sun.
Yes.
If it's not too bad, the sun is pretty bright. You might still be able to see it if it's just cloudy.
Sure. Like if, as long as it's light clouds, you'll still probably see it through the lens and everything. But it's not gonna be the same, which is what I'm super bummed about because this is going to happen not again for like another 50 years somewhere else in the U.S.
Honestly, I don't care for it. Like, I'm not excited for it at all.
I'm
Look,
disappointed, Harley.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But again, going back to the beginning of the podcast, Dan Povenmire, the creator of Perry the Platypus, has said that he saw a totality in Indiana, Idaho, something like that, one time in like 2017, where it was a few years ago. And it was such a life-changing moment.
Yeah, I've heard so many things like that.
He cried, and he didn't know why. His friends had
Mm.
seen it before 2017, and they cried, and they didn't know
Well,
why.
wasn't
so they
that a
told him
lunar
to do it.
eclipse? That
No,
wasn't
no,
a
no,
solar.
no. It was a solar eclipse. It just wasn't totality here.
Oh.
He said totality is a life-changing event. And if there's anything in the world that I'm going to do, it's trust whatever Dan Povenmire says.
Yeah, luckily our bosses allowed us to like block out some times to have off, so that way
ours
we
too.
can
Yeah.
to watch it and everything, and we're expecting low turnout anyway, so it's and our town is basically like, this is almost gonna be a holiday. Like
Colleen is expecting 5 times the population
yeah,
to show up for this event.
it's gonna be a wild thing.
We're
So
expecting 500 plus thousand people to be here.
Yeah.
It's
Yikes.
insane.
But yeah, other than that, I'm not expecting anything bad to happen. I'm expecting to be a lot of traffic. I'm expecting there to be awesomeness if clouds clear up, and then not much else after that.
I think
Apparently,
the world's gonna
gas
end.
prices are.
They're
Raising.
they're raising a little bit, but they're not like skyrocketing yet.
No, but there is going to be extreme difficulty getting groceries.
Yeah,
Like, people are expecting, in the path of totality, groceries are going to be as scarce as they were when COVID first started.
mm-hmm.
Or do you
That is
remember
so ridiculous to
Snowpocalypse
me.
2021?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be bad.
That was, I still have pictures of that. When I came, I was gone. I was here actually. And then I came back and I walked into Walmart and the only meat I could find was chorizo. And it wasn't even good chorizo.
I love chorizo.
I would like to point
Me
out.
too.
I'll just
It's
point
bad,
out that Shatino is like you here, Harley. She's not a huge fan. Like, I don't understand the big deal. I'm actually really excited. I love science and I love like just geography and space and all that jazz. And so I'm like I'm like literally this is the thing I've been looking forward to the most in years. And like Disney level like excitement. I'm pumped for this. And
Well,
so I'm really
that's
hoping
cool.
clouds clear up.
Also,
I
don't
hope that
forget
too.
about the rapture happening.
Oh, yeah, no,
in the middle of
that's
it.
going to happen, yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but
Good
like,
luck.
The
Just
path
in
of,
totality,
the
not the rest
path
of us.
of this eclipse in
Just a
totality
line.
and the last eclipse in totality and the eclipse before that in totality creates like the Alpha Sigma symbol or something like that, and like it
Oh,
means that
brother.
God's coming
You-
back
you-
and Jesus
You
is
got
gonna
you
take
got
all
you
the
got to make
Christians.
some leaps, you know.
Yeah.
But
If you squint
Yeah.
your eyes and tilt your head to the right and make insane amounts of leaps, it's
I
gonna
think this is
happen.
like the
It's like the flat Earthers,
12th or 13th rapture prediction that I've heard in my lifetime.
yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Not counting Rapture Pastor from Grace. That that guy was on a whole nother level. But yeah, like big mainstream in air
I would
quotes
like
ones.
to point out that I have said nothing about that gentleman.
All right, let's go ahead and go to our last question and then quickly wrap up today's pod. So, Christy asked,
Who is
how many
Christy?
people? Who is Christy?
Another coworker.
Oh, Slay. Hi,
Tim's
Christy.
coworker. Hey, Christy.
Hi, coworkers.
I didn't know if it was your
for
coworker or one of my
listening.
previous coworkers' wives.
Oh no, she's one of our nurse practitioners.
Okay, got it. Christy,
How many people do you think still carry cash?
1 in 3.
It's it depends on where you're at, I think, because like in my moment I actually do have cash in my wallet, but it's only because I sold a lot of things when I was moving, and like that's the only time I ever carry cash.
Yeah, like if I sell something, I get cash and then I slowly spend it.
Yes, exactly. Is exactly what's happening right now. I'm dwindling away what
Yep.
I had.
Or like,
Well, girl
if
math
if somebody
is the cash
yeah,
is free.
no cash is free money.
Exactly. I agree with that.
I
I-
follow girl
so-
math
Girl math.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, working and living by a major city, it's like there's a lot of cashless entities, you know, like, so I don't ever carry cash. You can lose cash, you can get robbed.
Right.
But like almost every business has tap to pay. So I mean,
Yeah.
I got coffee this morning, just use my phone.
Yeah.
It's quick, it's easy. And if anyone sends me cash, they can send it to me through the phone, and I can still use it like cash
Right.
at all of these places. And then I don't have to deal with getting change back that I'm going to lose anyway.
That's the thing. That's the
Exactly.
thing. Like Harley said, girl math, like cash doesn't
Deadly.
count. Apple
Mhm.
Pay does not count. And
Yeah.
I have one of those credit cards where you can like load the money up on it, and then it just like reports as a credit card to your credit companies. The unicorn card, that doesn't count either. That's all free money. I can spend that on whatever I want because it does not count. Girl math.
Yeah, all the money in my Venmo, free
Yeah.
money.
Venmo,
Yeah.
Cash App, free money. All of it.
Free money.
I have a tattoo appointment in like 2 weeks, and
How you
I
paying
was
for
like,
that?
man, Venmo money. There's
Free
like
money.
$300 in my Venmo.
That's a free
I'm like,
tattoo.
if it costs more than that, I might have to dip into like real money a little bit. But
But
who
then
knows how
you
long
got
that money
like
spent
what,
in
a
my Venmo.
$20 tattoo? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
True. Discount.
I also paid a $50 deposit some time ago. So I mean,
There you go.
That's pretty
maybe
cheap
it's
for a
100.
tattoo.
Look, if you spent
Oh,
that
no,
money
just a
already,
deposit. It's
if
gonna
you
be
spent that
a
money
lot
as a
more.
deposit, it's gone. It's free money.
exactly.
And it goes towards the tattoo, usually.
Yeah.
So
I made the appointment months ago. I don't even remember when, like January.
Yeah, if you forget
Free.
that you spent
you've
money,
already made the money back.
it's free money.
Exactly.
Like,
Mm.
well,
I
not
like-
many people is the conclusion to that
Not many,
question.
yeah.
I like that we're all on girl math.
As we should be. It's the only logical. All the accounting bros.
Also, how much would you spend on that tattoo if you didn't pay a deposit, if you spent like cash up front?
150.
No.
For this one,
Yeah.
I would say I would probably expect going in to be around 300 to 400.
How much was your deposit?
It was either 50 or 100. I honestly don't remember.
So you made
I'd have to
you
check.
actually made $350 on that tattoo.
God.
Yeah.
You made money getting that tattoo. That's girl math.
Exactly.
And this is
I
where
have
we're at.
$302 in my Venmo, and my deposit was $50. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Slay.
you made money. Good
It's a
job,
win.
Justin.
A win is a
Yeah.
win.
Sweet.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up today's episode because it went everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Everything,
So-
everywhere, nowhere, all at once.
Yes.
Everything.
Final
Hey, I
thoughts.
watched that movie the other day, and
For the
I'm
first
late.
time?
I'm late for the first time.
What'd
it
you
was
think?
wonderful. It
No.
was great.
Save
It
it.
was great.
Save it.
Amazing.
Save
Harley, it was
Save it.
great. That's
Save
all
it
I have to
For
say.
your next Wreck and Rev, you dingbat.
That's been a wrecking rev by like
But
four of
Harley,
us.
you need to watch it. It is.
I will get there. And then it will be recommended by like 5 people. And then you guys will know it's a really good movie.
It's on Netflix. Go watch it right now. The podcast is ending. You don't have things to do in the morning.
I don't,
I
actually.
gotta work.
Exactly. Go watch.
Go watch it.
Fair
I'm going to
enough.
play video games.
Get Hunter involved. He'll like it.
You probably will. Okay. Final thoughts about what we actually talked about in
Hi-
today's
I need
episode.
a- I
History
need
is
a-
crazy.
I need to brush up on my ancient old Italian.
Tim needs to work on his pronunciations. Justin and I are gonna kill you guys next time we play.
Got it.
Got it. And
Or we're gonna be like missing each other by this much the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah, 100%.
I would like to say that every time we do these history ones, it makes me happy because everyone does laugh and we're all like happy and giddy, and it's like history can be fun.
Absolutely. It's good stuff.
It's cool stuff.
It's
All
funny
right.
to reminisce on how dumb people were.
If you
'Cause
say
then-
so.
Yes,
It's like,
there's some dumb people in history.
it
And
could
then they're
be
gonna
worse.
say the same thing about us in 200 years.
Oh
Right.
no, 100%.
Maybe not that long. Maybe even like 50 years.
You
They'd be
guys-
like, oh, those guys were stupid.
You guys didn't pay for universal health care? Like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with
Hey,
you
remember
guys?
when they had presidents who were like 80?
Start rolling that. Start rolling. All right. So, thank you all so much for listening to our podcast. Have you guys really enjoyed this episode? It was a hoot and a holler.
Hoot
I
and
told
holler.
you. I
Harley
told
was
you.
right. It was a hoot and a holler.
And a holler.
I had both.
So be sure to find us on all the social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, question mark, TikTok, all of the
X.
things. At Always More Pod, Twitter. Tim, where can we find
Thank
you?
you.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and anything else at Timothy Luty. It's Liechty.
I'm on
Chris.
Instagram, Captain_CT Ford, and TikTok at Christopher.Lionheart.
Justin.
I am everywhere as Justin is Theory.
And you can find me on Instagram at WhatHarley, W-U-T Harley, and TikTok at HarleyBean.co. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Deuces.
Bye.